Oh, okay. Uh, it's me.
Yeah, it's you, Alec. It's gonna be your turn, and I just
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
ask you
Okay,
the
yeah, yeah,
latest job.
yeah, yeah. Okay, actually, I've been around 9, 10 years of experience in working in multinational company, but because I am very passionate about English, so I left that old job, and since last 3 years, I have been teaching. Initially, I was doing offline, but after 1 year, I got some student. I am doing online, and now I open my coaching center. I run that, so I have around 50 students whom I teach, but I have several online students whom I teach using a Skype. So this is how about my experience.
Okay. Now, as for that job, as you mentioned, you taught before through Skype. So basically, that's your online teaching experience as well,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I do now. I do now also. I'm doing that.
Okay. So how does business go?
It's all right. I enjoy doing online because offline when I teach they are very beginner level, so they are not that much keen that I teach non-native. Even I am non-native, but when I teach online, so I get a lot of money and I survive myself by using that. And I love to teaching senior people who they are already at the great level and they are facing challenge in their professional life because they are holding a great position in company but doing non-confidence, they are not able to present themselves even knowing English, so I make them confidence. I teach some grammar part, some structure, I make them some pronunciation part, some sound, so that's why I enjoy to teaching them. So this is how I do.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, Alec, if that's the case, well, obviously you know how to teach, and I just want to know about the experiences that you had before. So when you taught in Skype, as you mentioned, can you please tell me how old were the kids that you were teaching, and what subjects did you often teach?
Yeah, basically, when I teach on Skype, they all are older, like 20, 25, 30. They all are job holder and they all are experienced person when it comes to their professional life. So I have my own lesson. I have around 60 lesson that is online. So when I teach, I share that my screen. I ask them to speak that, read that out so that I can understand like are they pronouncing well and missing something or through the structure like many people speak and they are trying to say something but they mix up like present, past, future. They don't know I'm talking about present but I'm pulling from past and sometime I go to future. So I
Mm,
just segregate them and I make them aware like there are many word, many vocab that they don't pronounce correctly. That what I ask them to read out and then thereafter I try to correct them. So this is how I make them correct. When it comes to my offline, so in offline class I have my own business, I have my own coaching center. So there I teach around 50 but it is in part while like 10, 10 or 20, 20 per batch. So there I use board and there are very small baby also. So I really love to interacting with those and making laugh and teaching and laughing with them, a small baby. So that is my interesting part and that is what my passion was. When I was working in a multinational company I was making more money, but when I got to know like oh my god the English become a very challenge for many people, so I just switched the job and I came back to my native. I opened my center and I can see even in a school the teacher they teach there in English, they don't know about the sound knowledge, they don't have the structure knowledge. So I am not the superpower so that I can make all people speak English. But yeah, whatever I can do, I'm just contributing, and I am really loving to do that. So this is how I do. I have two part. One is online, one is offline.
offline. Okay. So by the
Yeah.
way, as for my last question on you, Alec, I just want to
Yeah.
learn on your insights, and since you do have both, you have experienced both a classroom and an online setup, can you please tell me which one do you prefer?
Yeah, I can prefer anything. I'm multitasking. So when I was working multinational company, I used to train people also, and sometime I got some client from the USA and other countries. So I was one of those. I used to treat with them. I used to coordinate with them. Now comes to the teaching line. I got chance once in a high school. I taught there for 2 months, but later on I left because I had to give many time for those. So there was in a single class around 40 students. So I taught there 2 months and I had some kind of experience like in the school they are making business. They are not giving real knowledge. So finally I decided to leave that because I switched from my professional life to the teaching life to give a real knowledge. So when it comes to online, no challenge, offline, no challenge. But I know offline I cannot do. I cannot come to China. Let's see. Nobody know the destination when it comes and what my fate is. But any kinds of teaching idea, if it is for a small baby that I'm doing, or it is for professional, they are at great level. So even the zero level people, they don't know anything. I try my best and I give them best how to learn, how to use the sentence, how to speak, how to show your gesture. Even sometime I prepare them for interview part, like if you are gonna do an interview, so how you have to act, how you have to respond, what way you have to present yourself. So these all things, these are kinds of experience I have.
Mhm. Okay. All right. So that's actually all of my questions for you, and we are officially done. However, of course, I need time to do some interviews with Carolyn and Pedro here. So right now, I'm just please do give me perhaps half an hour to an hour, and I'll send you the results in our own chat box. Okay.
Okay, thanks.
All right. So that's about everything, Alec. And I do want to thank you for doing the interview with me. Of course, enjoy the rest of
Yeah,
the day and Happy New Year to you. Okay.
yeah, thanks, same, thanks. Happy New Year to you. Thanks.
Alrighty. Goodbye for now,
Yeah,
Alec.
yeah, bye bye. Thanks.
Bye for now. All right, so one down, and this time I'm gonna go with Pedro, and then Carolyn. You'll be up next. Okay?
Oh, okay.
Thank you very much. So Pedro, I believe that you're ready. Yes?
Yep.
Okay. So let's go first with the same question that I asked. Uh, what's his name? The same thing that I asked Alec earlier. Can you please tell me also the latest job that you had prior doing this interview?
Okay. So for this year, I was a